Hi everyone, this is Steve Johnson. In this tutorial, we are going to look at the apps within Google Apps for Education, and we're also going to look at Google Slides. So as you can see, I'm logged into my Google Drive account, and I am in the new Google Drive experience. And the two ways you can tell right off the bat that I'm in the new Google Drive experience is that instead of Create, this button says New, and instead of Share with Me, this icon says Incoming. Okay, so let's get started. The first place to look within your Google Drive for apps is to click on the New button. So I click on New, and I can create a Google Doc, which is like a Microsoft Word document, but it's Google's version of that. A Google Sheet, which is very similar to Excel. Google Slides, which is very similar to Microsoft PowerPoint, and we will talk about this particular app later on in this tutorial session. And then when you hover over More, you see that you can create a Google form, which is basically a survey that people can take online. And you can create Google Drawings. You can create different images and shapes within the Google Apps. So that's it as far as clicking on New right here. You can connect more apps, but we're not going to talk about that in this session right now. Now, the other place that you can click within your Google Drive in order to see more apps is go ahead and go up to the upper right-hand corner of the screen. When I hover over this icon, Apps pops up. So I'm going to click on that, and you can see that the Google search icon shows up. Google Plus shows up, and now Google Plus is not available for students within the school district. It is available for teachers, though, if you have a teacher account. So that's something you can sign up for if you are a teacher. Sites, Google Sites is an app where you can actually create websites. They're very simple websites, but there's a lot of functionality within the sites that's connected to your Google Drive. You also have Gmail, a calendar. You can go back to your Google Drive if you are in any of these apps. Then you can click on Docs, Sheets, or Slides, which you also saw over here when you clicked on the New button. If you scroll down or click on More right here, you'll see that there are more options. You'll see that you won't have this admin icon. That's because I have an admin account. But you'll see Groups, Contacts, Maps, YouTube, Google News. You've got this Translate icon. And then people have this Google Classroom, which is the learning management system that Google has and teachers use and students use very often. Okay, so that's why this is called Google Apps for Education. It's because in addition to the Drive that you are probably familiar with, there are a number of apps that you can use either by clicking on New or clicking on this app grid up in the right-hand corner. Now, the other thing that I want to focus on is clicking on New and clicking on Google Slides. When I click on Google Slides, what shows up is something that's very similar to Microsoft PowerPoint. It's a way to make a presentation, specifically slides, that can be shown. Teachers do this a lot, students do this a lot. The first thing that's going to pop up is that you have to select a theme for your Google Slides or Google presentation. I'm going to stick with the default, which is Simple Light, and click OK. Now, in order to give this a title, you just hover over the title up here in the upper left-hand corner. You see that Rename pops up when I do that. And I'm going to type in Practice Document, or Practice Presentation. And you can see that the name has now changed. If I go back to my Drive, you can see that right now it says Untitled Presentation. That's the one I just created. It's a little bit slow right now, but eventually that name, and there it goes right now, it is now the same name as what I named the presentation, Practice Presentation. All right, so this is the title of the slide. And in order to edit slides, you can just click on them and then type whatever you'd like. That's the title, and you can add a subtitle if you want. The quick way to add a new slide is to go up here to the upper left-hand corner and click the plus sign. You can see that when I hover over it, it says New Slide, so I'll click on that. And the default for the next slide gives you a place where you can put in the title or a heading for that slide, and then you can put in text. You can also insert pictures, and there's a lot of other things that you can do. Two more things I'll do in this tutorial. I'll kind of show you some of these options, and then how to present and share Google Slides. So when you go to File, this is one place you can share it. You can also delete, move it to trash, rename it. You can also download it as a Microsoft PowerPoint if you would like to show it as a Microsoft PowerPoint or a PDF. Editing, viewing, inserting. Now, when you insert an image, this is what you want to do. You want to click on Insert and then click on Image. When I click on Image, if I have an image saved on my desktop, I can click and drag it and drop it right here, and it will pop up automatically within the slides. So if I minimize this, and I do not have an image on my computer right now, but if I did, I could go ahead and just click it right here, drag it over. Once I click Image, and it would populate within the Google slide. Now, there's some other options that you have. You can change the background. You can apply a new layout to the Google presentation. You could change the whole theme from the simple one that I chose to some other theme. You could also format it differently. If you want to present the Google slide, you can go ahead and just click this Present button in the upper right-hand corner. It loads, and you can see that Practice, that first slide, is now up. And in order to get out of the presentation mode, you can click on Escape, the Escape button, and I am back to being able to edit the presentation. Now, just like a Microsoft Word document, you can share Google Slides by going up to the right-hand corner, clicking on the blue Share button. And then when you click on Advanced, you get a little bit more options, and you can change who can access the presentation. You can click under Invite People, and you can invite people. You can make it so that they can edit the presentation, they can comment on it, or they can view it. This is very similar to the Docs, the Google Docs that you're probably familiar with. So just kind of keep that in mind if you're working in presentation. Students can use Google Slides for a lot of really great things, for presenting book reports or for showing how to do certain features within Google itself. So I definitely recommend giving this a try, looking around at all the different features, trying them out. It's pretty intuitive, and if you have any questions about the Google Slides app, please don't hesitate to let us know.